Hello there and welcome in this video where you're going to learn how to use the present participle in Dutch. It sounds really scary, the present participle, but it's rather simple in English. For example, when you're saying the working people, working, that's the present participle, or the sleeping cat, sleeping, present participle, or a fascinating project, fascinating, that is the present participle. So let's translate these. That's de werkende mensen, de slapende kat and een fascinerend project. So how do you form this present participle? Well, in English it's rather simple. You just add an ing to the verb and that's it. In Dutch, take the infinitive, add a d, and that's it. Not that hard, huh? But when you're using it in front of a noun, then you have to add an e in some cases. If you're really interested in when to add this e, feel free to learn on by clicking on the video that's somewhere there on top to learn more when to use this e and when not to use this e. So that's the working people, the sleeping cat, and a fascinating project. Are there any other uses to this present participle? Well, yes. In Dutch, for example, you can use this, de levenden, or de werkenden. And well, you'd be thinking, well, the levenden, what does it mean? The living. Ah, okay. Like in a movie, like the zombies. Yeah, exactly. The levenden. That means the living people, or the living in English. I don't think it always works. For example, de werkenden, that means the working people. But in English, you can't say the working. So you can use this present participle to indicate a group of people, de slapenden, the sleeping people, or de werkenden, the working people. And you don't have to add the people. And you can also, depending on the context, for example, if you have 30 cats and you don't want to wake up the sleeping ones, then you can also say the slapenden. So depends on the context who you're actually referring to. So it doesn't need to be people. All right. So that's the first important remark. And the second and last remark is when you're using this present participle with al. For example, al werkend word ik rijk. Okay. What does it mean? Well, by working, I become rich. Well, I don't know if that's true, but the Dutch is correct. So, al werkend word ik rijk. By working or while working, I become rich. So, if you use al plus the present participle, that means by blah 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 or while blah blah blah. And a very interesting expression, a little bit advanced, but okay. Aldoende leert men, in Dutch, while doing your learning. So it means that you can't, you can study something forever, but yeah, at some point you have to do something. You have to make something. And that means that's exactly what this expression means. Aldoende leert men. While doing, one learns. All right. This present participle question was asked by Irvin. Thank you. If you have any other questions, feel free to put them in the comments. But one important thing not to forget is that in English, you might use this present participle to indicate what you're doing. For example, I'm working at that company. But in that case, we're not going to use this present participle, we're going to use something else. And that's the topic of the video that you see above. So if you want to discover what it actually means or how it is translated in Dutch, feel free to click there. Alright, tot ziens!